Welcome back, guys. This is Dragonfly and this is Dyson Sphere. It's episode 3. So, where did we leave off? In the previous episode, we built up our 4 matrix labs. 2 are set up to produce blue matrix cubes, and 2 are set up to use those matrix cubes to do research. I'm currently researching steel. I think it's advanced, called advanced something or other. No, steel smelting. It is steel smelting. There we go. The flickering suggests we have power issues. So what I'm going to do is remove those, and I'm going to prioritize power, so I can start using burning coal to produce power, which gets us a lot more energy than the wind turbines. But again, as I've mentioned previously, coal is a finite resource, so we don't want to rely on it long term. What's that one? Drone speed. Yeah, do that one. An extra construction drone. Can't do that yet. Technologies. Improve logistics. I want that. And I want that. That'll do for now. As you can see, solar collection here. This is when you can start producing. Actually, you know what? Let's get on there as well. So you can start producing solar panels, start harvesting the power from the sun. Semiconductor materials, yeah, don't quite need that yet. Thermal, got that one lined up. Plasma extractor refining, that gives us oil refinery. Now that, oil extractor and oil refinery, that also allows us to produce power. So I'm going to set that one up as well. And that's a work in progress. Obviously, this being a early access game, there's some things that are still works in progress. Just something else while we're on this page. To research magnetic levitation technology, you need blue and red matrix cubes. Keep coming along. Where are they? Later on you need yellow, purple, green, and I believe there's even a white one somewhere, and white. So that's the whole list of cubes we ultimately need to manufacture. Producing these cubes requires more and more sophisticated technologies. So this one's fairly simple, just an electromagnetic coil and a circuit board. This one needs graphene and hydrogen, I think it is. This one's diamond, and I can't remember what the other one is. What the other item is and that. Circuit boards and transmission technology, I think, something like that. And yeah, and lenses and processors. So it gets more and more advanced as you go along. And you need all of them to build one white one. Anyway, that's that. What we finished researching there? I can't remember. Oh yeah, steel. So, to produce steel, as you can see, we've got 4 things on here at the moment. 4 smelters working. Is that maxed out? No. What's holding us up there is actually the speed of the sorters. They're not particularly quick. I can, these first level ones on anyway, stick another one on. That will speed things up just to get them inside the storage. Yeah, steel. So that mining machine there is probably not far from being maxed out. So what I want to do, now that I start mining over here and using the iron from this side, or I can find another iron vein. So over here looks likely. 6 is the closest one there is, I think. 15, that's the one I'm already at. 16 way over there. Cool. Yep, so this looks like it's the closest one. So what I need to do is produce set up a mining machine. That covers all the veins. We now need to get power to this mining machine. I don't think I've got any. I don't have any wireless towers. I've just got Tesla towers, but that's fine. I'll use these. Just bring it over this way a bit. Like so. Build a bit of a buffer. I'm going to need a smelter. And I'm going to need some more storage, so I'll do that at the same time. Need to output the ore. That was sawdust too. Don't use a lot of these items. I do know I'm power constrained at the moment. If I click on that, you know, I'm barely meeting 2/3 of the power demands. I will be resolving that shortly. Is that in? Is that just the only gap I don't have any power? Oh no, it's in. It's fine. And out. And now I want production. Smelter 1, smelter 2. Bring that down here. Output. Got a tree. Ore in. Items out. Pick a recipe. Steel. Copy that. Paste it to there. Oh, you need to convert it to steel first. Iron ingots first. Oh, okay. Well, we can do that as well. Let's just click on that again. If you make a mistake, you can click on that, click on the X, and pick what you want. Copy. Paste. So, ooh, I don't want to do this. Let's take it out that way. So if I put, we need some more smelters. So, storage in there. Smelters. I know there'll be people that are going, oh, you don't want to do it like that. But this is how I like to play. Like I say later on, I'm going to start building like a grand trunk. I'm just trying to get things going for the time being. Just get in a position where we can start doing that. So now one of these. Yeah, if I look at it, it tells me down the bottom there. 3 iron plate to 1 steel. Copy that. Paste to that. There we go. And now we can put to there. Put to there. So there we go. I'm really constrained by these sorters again. Have I built the advanced sorters yet? No. So I'm just doubling up on the sorters on this storage unit. It'll get a higher throughput, which means there'll be a higher throughput from here. As you can see, we're starting to produce steel. I really need to build a coal power supply. So energy, I've got one there. There's not a great deal of room to build there, is there? There's some more coal veins over here. These ones here. I'll do it over here. So I need a miner. Build a mining machine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down a mining machine here to power a number of coal-fired power stations, and they will feed more power into my system. So let's try and get somewhere where we can get quite a bit of. Okay, again. That looks pretty good. And I can build this here.
A thermal power station. Such power facilities need to consume chemical energy fuels. If you want it to generate continuous and stable power, you need to ensure a sufficient fuel supply at all times.
Just going to move that over one. So let's run this down here. Take that there, and there. Probably need to extend this a little bit just to cover that building. And now I need to stick down can I get away with that there? There we go. So now we are producing coal. Coal's going into power stations. Our power stations are now outputting energy. And we're just about 100% satisfaction. As you can see, we've already backed up the coal. So I am going to stick a third one here. And I'll need another tower to cover it. Aha, this is what we need. We need these logistics marks too, so we get the faster sorters and the actual splitters. So this splitter will do several different things. If I go to it, if you put one down, you can have items coming out on one arm and going out on all three of the others, or items coming in from two arms and going out on one. We can also reconfigure it, if I remember how to do it, by pressing R. No. Oh, how to reconfigure these again? Sorry, I didn't want to build that.
Splitter with 4 directions. It can split the passing cargo or balance the cargo on multiple conveyor belts. The splitting speed depends on the conveyor belt speed. Use the tab key to switch between different styles, and click it to set priorities and filters.
So if I just click on it, at the moment there's nothing coming in, so it's not showing anything. Let me just dismantle that a moment and put it somewhere where I can try and demonstrate it. So let's bring this out a bit. Splitter, stick that there. It's another one of these buildings where it's actually got conveyor belts in and out, so you actually run your conveyor belt right into it. Now if I click on it, you can see it's prioritizing this. If you have more than one input, you can set which one's priority, or you can have non-priority, in which case it'll just pick whichever one, and you can say which one's output and things like that. But what you can also do is tab key certainly. You can have various things. So all four on the ground level there. You got 2 coming in on the ground level, 2 coming in at the first level on top of each other, and again it will sort of split them out whichever way you want. Or you can have them where there's 2 coming in on the ground floor, 2 come out on the first level, but they're 90 degrees to each other. This is very useful when you're starting to set up a grand trunk for resources. But for now I don't want to worry about it, too much about it. So power, how are we doing on the power? There we go, 100% satisfaction. And we've now researched graphene. Okay. Do the time. Okay. Let's take some of that. Make sure I've got enough of my mecha. So looking at the planet, you can see it has these lines on it. So this heavier line here, is it this one? Yeah, this heavier line here, I think, is the equator. So when we build solar panels, we want to build them around the equator. And you'll see as I walk, let's walk this way, these lines start to converge. So at the moment they're parallel. It's hard to see on this actually. Let's go this way a bit. Ah, here we go, you can see here. For land. You can see that the lines aren't aligned anymore. The grids aren't aligned anymore. There's actually fewer grids here. Keep going north. So with this water you can see it happens again. It happens there, see again there's fewer grids this side and again here. And it's slowly all converge towards the poles. So on this map the pole, the North Pole, South Pole, whichever, is here. As you can see there's only sort of 8 squares around the centre of it, down to many around by the equator. And it's the same on the South Pole. It all converges. So whenever you build anything around the equator you want to try and look for that thicker line, which is the equator line. Which is this one here. I think it's that one. Does that look right? That one. No, I don't think it's that one. It's that one there, yeah. You also can talk of the devil. You can also raise and lower the ground.
The data shows this is a planet without natural silicone veins. However, you can still obtain some by smelting stone ore. While you still need a massive silicone collection, you need to find a planet rich with silicone veins as soon as possible.
This was on about earlier, you need to be able to fly into other planets to find the silicon. Yeah, so getting back to what I was saying, yeah, we want to build solar panels on the equator so they get the maximum amount of panels and they get the maximum amount of light. We also need to research environmental modification so we can raise this land and have one continuous strip of land right the way around the equator. So let's see, where is that one? Environmental modification, there we go. So I'm going to line that one up. Upgrades, any more upgrades I can line up currently? Universe exploration. Can't do that at the moment. Can't do that at the moment. Inventory capacity, I can do that now because I've now got steel and circuit boards. I can also do this one because I can now make graphene. Can't do that one. Can't do that one. Can't do that one. Okay, so we've lined up what we can there, technology wise. Let's see that a bit, see what we've got. Doing that one. Diamonds and what's that? Oh, it's just an alternative diamond menu. Recipe. Crystalline silicon, so you need a silicon later. And titanium smelting as well. I think I need the red ones for that, yeah. Not lined up. Underneath that red, yeah. Red matrix, blue matrix, might as well line that one up then. Doing that one, not doing that one. Red, so where are the red cubes? Where do we produce the red cubes? I haven't done already, have I? No. Oh, that's interesting. I can't remember where to do the red cubes. Oh, there we go. And we line that one up so then we can at least research to start manufacturing the red cubes. Okay, looking at this, we are waiting on blue cubes, maybe? Or is it just slow researching it? Got plenty of cubes there. So it's just slow researching it. Okay, let's go another couple of matrix labs. Coal veins, iron veins, iron, stone. Let's stick that on there. That will increase the speed of our research, and that will increase the speed of our blue matrix, blue cube production. So I should, with 3 of these, producing 60 a minute. Although we haven't got enough circuit boards coming in. So I'm going to circuit boards coming in. Again, it's down to the sorter speed. Okay, so we know we've researched the faster sorters, so let's build some of these faster sorters. You've got to produce the slow ones first, and then it uses these other bits to make the quicker ones. So we've got a backlog stack, but what I can do is I can actually click on this and dump a load in there, but obviously I don't want to keep doing that, so I'm not sure if I can just replace that one. Yes. No, you've got to remove the old one, so if I press X to remove the old sorter, select the new sorter. See, it's much quicker. There we go. That is not too bad, it's about right. that. We have a backlog. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. That would suggest we need some quicker. Is that maxed out? That's maxed out. So the storage buildings are another one of these buildings you can stack. Oh god, that's filling out really rapidly now, as you can see. Okay. That's good. So what do we need to build solar panels? Let's have a look. Solar panel. We need high purity silicon. So in the starting world, this is a big problem. We can mine silicon, and I will do so, but it is difficult. Got a miner. Yeah, 10 stone for 1 silicon. And it's done in a smelting facility. Okay, so I need a smelter. I've got the miner. Let's find a suitable place for stone. Let's go over this way for this stone over here. Got power next to it. Not mining, I want miner. Now I'll try and maximise this as best I can. Can't build that way, I'm out over the wall. Oh, maybe I can. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't think I'll get much better than that, to be honest. Shame I can't get this side yet. Yeah, I'll do. Okay, bring my conveyor belt out. Across. Two smelters. And I'll have them both up straight into the storage unit. I need some power over here, so stick that there. High speed sorters. Oh, no, it won't let me. Okay. Move that one. Can't do it the other way. I'll just stick it here. And run a conveyor belt. Select that, tweak silicon, copy, paste. So the problem is here it's 10 to 1 now, so I've got to use 10 lots of stone to get 1 lot of silicon. And I need 2 silicon to make 1 high purity silicon. And that is done in... Is that a smelter? Smelting facility? No, smelter. So... coils. Build another smelter. I should be able to get away with just doing this. Putting them beside each other. Maybe I've put that too close. Oh yeah, I think I have. I put it too close, that's the problem. And there, it needs to be there. There we go. And that I want to produce high purity silicon, and I'll put that into the storage facility. There we go. So the bottleneck here is these smelters producing the silicon to begin with. So I'm going to stick a third smelter down. So I have 3 smelters feeding into that storage, and then the one unit, the one smelter converting those resources to high purity silicon. As you can see, I'm pretty much near the maximum capacity of that mining machine at the moment. And we're producing very little silicon. What do I need for solar panels? You need copper, circuit board, and 6 silicon. So that is what is going to slow us right down building those. So we do research trying to go to another planet so we can start putting planetary logistics into place that will allow us to build some production facilities on other planets and mine silicon directly from those planets. Now smelt them on those planets to high purity silicon, or transport it back to this planet and refine it here. But we're slowly getting there. Things are building slowly. We are researching more and more bits as we go along. And new buildings I haven't seen. So we have here, we have the water pump. You need that later on for manufacturing certain things. The oil extractor to extract the oil from the oil seeps. An oil refinery to convert that into useful materials. Where did I put my steel earlier? Coal.
Now, you can try to view the whole planetary system, and even the entire cluster, by clicking the Star Map button in the lower left corner of the screen.
So we can zoom out, zoom in on a planet. Oops. I thought you could see more information in that. Oh, here we go on the right hand side. It's actually telling us what's on here. So silicon ore, there's a load of silicon ore, titanium, you need both of those. And that looks quite a good one to go to. Not a lot of copper ore on that planet. Construction area quite large, okay, that's that one. What's the other one? Sagan 4, sorry. That one doesn't have any silicon ore, so it's no good for us as far as silicon goes. Titanium's pretty low, so this one, I'll probably ignore this one pretty much for now. And we will concentrate mainly on going to Sagan 3. That one has by far the most valuable resources for us. Okay. Oops, press V to come back to our mecha, sorry. We are not researching anything at the moment, or why not? Oh yeah, because I need steel and circuit boards. Get some manual research. So I came right here to get some steel. So I want a few of those. Circuit board, I think I've got a stash of circuit boards still. Yeah. A couple of those. And there we are researching it. But I need those to be able to build other things as well. Oil refinery, yeah. So, as I keep mentioning, oil extractors take out crude oil, oil refinery finds out usable materials which you can then use for further refining in other products, or you can burn some of it in a power station to produce power. When you click on resources, if I go to my inventory, you can see when I hover over resource what the energy content is of each item. So for example, coal is 2.7 megajoules per unit, wood is 1.5 megajoules per unit, plant fuel is 500 kilojoules per unit. So certain things provide more energy than others. Organic crystal, that's 1.8. I don't think there's anything else in there that burns. We can use as an energy source. Not at the moment, no. So yeah, as various energy sources become available, you need to just look at which one to produce the most energy. We will be moving to oil as soon as possible, just to save coal resources for other items later on. And we do have an oil seep somewhere. If I can find it again. Stone, wait, it wasn't that far away. Coal. Copper veins, coal veins, stone, crude oil, there we go. It's normally near, there's the other one, they're normally near some of the one of the poles. So there we go. Oil refinery. Oil extractor. What do we need to build an oil extractor? Do I have everything? I can build an oil extractor. I also want to build... Oh, I've got a steel on me. Iron on me, sorry. There we go, get some iron. So, oil extractor. See, it's quite a big building. Let's build that. Let's build quickly a Tesla tower beside it. And a wind turbine. I'm going to need more power than that. best way to get power to here is from over to there's from over here. So as this is a wireless tower, you can see the lightning there, and my mecha's being charged. I'm taking power from the grid to charge my mecha, which is why the satisfaction's dropped right off. Once my mecha's fully charged, that could jump back up again. And the more of these towers you have around you, the quicker you charge. There you go, see it's up charged now, power consumption's dropped off again. That seemed fairly quick there, but when you've got hundreds of megajoules to charge it, it gets slower and slower and slower. So right, anyway, let's build up. I'm just waiting these building, and I'm going to extend the power down to the crude, the oil extractor. So, what I said before, alternate between a Tesla tower. Where am I going with this, by the way? Over there. Tesla tower. And a wireless tower. So I can just put that over there, and that's it, we're now connected. And we now have the power for the crude oil. What I find strange in this game is you can actually transport liquids on conveyor belts. So if I bring this out, see that kink there? That's why we've gone across one of the changes in the grid pattern. It can be a real pain sometimes, that. But you can see we've also got on this conveyor belt, if I click on it, crude oil on a conveyor belt. Interesting. I want to convert that into, so let me just bring some to my inventory. I just bring it up and click on it and transfer some into my inventory. And we see it's got 4 megajoules per unit. That's a lot more energy than coal. It's nearly double. How would it make even more use of it, or better use of it, by building an oil refinery and cracking it. It's going to take a moment or two. What do we do for time? 43 minutes. Okay, I'm going to finish this up in a moment anyway. Okay, so now we have an oil refinery. Stick that. I should rotate it. Stick that there. This side. This side.
This facility will produce multiple products. To divide them, you need to set a filter on the sorter. You can use Tab or the arrow keys on the right side of the keyboard to quickly set the filter when building the sorter.
Right, so crude oil in, and what he's saying there is this outputs 2 different resources. Just make sure I'm not on the belt. Okay. So if we click on it, select our recipe and recipe plasma refining. And as you can see, it outputs takes 2 crude oil, outputs 2 refined oil and 1 hydrogen, I think it is. Click on it, hydrogen, there we go, and refined oil. Now the refined oil is 4.4 megajoules per unit, and the hydrogen is 8 megajoules per unit. So as you can see, you're getting more refined goods out of it. Then you're getting more refined energy out of it than you're putting in. So you're putting 4 megajoules worth of, actually 8 megajoules because it's 2 crude oil for one of each of these. So you're putting 8 in, and you're getting potentially 12.4 megajoules out. So that's why it's worth putting a refinery in. And now just to explain what he's on about with the filters, let me run a couple of belts past this. 1, 2. And I will stick again the old thing, you can put liquids and gases into on the conveyor belt to store them in storage facilities. Okay, so when I click on here and I come out to the first belt, you can see I've got output, none, hydrogen and crude oil. By pressing tab I can step through them. So this first one I want hydrogen, enter select. Second one I want to come out to the second conveyor, and this time I want refined oil. So now we have hydrogen on this belt and refined oil on that belt, and that's done by making the sorters pick specific items when you lay them down. If you forget to do it, you can sorry, come back from there. You can click on it and set filter afterwards. I don't know which one I clicked on then. And then you can set the filter to whatever you want it to be. In this case it's refined oil. And you can see also there's a little symbol where it's coming out of the building of what it is. Let me just set these up to start importing into these storage facilities. And that's it guys, that's what I'm going to leave it for today. So we've done quite a bit. We've now got an oil refinery up and running, producing hydrogen and refined oil, which we can use to produce other goods and also to burn as fuel. Like crude oil seep produces 1.8 units per second and will never run out, so it's good for producing fuel, for turning in energy. We've also set up a miner harvesting stone running at through 3 smelters, so we can produce silicone, which we then run through another smelter to produce high purity silicone. We'll start using that high purity silicone to manufacture solar panels, again moving the reliance away from burning coal and wind power. Okay, the wind power is infinite, but it's not very good, it's pretty low level power source, where the solar panels give us more energy, as does burning crude oil, as does burning refined oil and hydrogen. So that's what we'll do next time. We'll be improving our power supply by using these resources that are now available to us. We're also researching several different things. I see I've actually come across another one where I've got to research it internally, and I need graphene, which you get from coal. So pick up some graphene components. How many do I need? 60, so I'll set for 10. Now set to produce 60. I've already got wood and coal in my inventory. I've got enough wood to cover it yet, so that will just now finish. So that's it guys, thank you very much for watching. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, tell me what I'm doing wrong, tell me what I'm doing right, and I will catch you next time. It's Dragonfly out.